All for the one and one for all! So, okay, so let's go over it all. Okay, so here I am, Lord of Shadows, like always, to give you a One Piece Chapter 808 review. And I gotta say that most people will say that this chapter was overall very simple, but for me it was really great. Not only we have, Jack, and also we have a confirmation that the Mammoth Zoan type Devil Fruit is Jack. He's the one who ate this some kind of an ancient Zoan type Devil Fruit of the Mammoth, which also in my prediction I can see like some kind of a Zozo Nomi model Mammoth. If we're talking about, because Mammoth is ancient, in the time of the Stone Age and the dinosaurs and everything, so makes sense it's ancient. So, I mean, like I said, not only have Jack here, but also we have the confirmation, the Jack, like I said before, is the one who ate the Mammoth Zoan type Devil Fruit. We have, the revelation of the name of the Kaido's crew, which also is known as the Beast Pirates. I know most people will say like Kaido Pirates, but frankly, her name is the Beast Pirates. And also like Doflamingo had, it appears like that Kaido's crew is divided into some kind of a divisions. And every single main member of his crew is, it appears like, the leader of this group. Because for now, we only have two. We have Gifters and Pleasures. Also, in this chapter, we find out overall also about, some new, Ming tribe members. One of them is Lord Sicilian, who appears like one of the 3 Ming Musketeers. All of, full out Lord Sicilian lion type Ming tribe member. I mean, 3 Musketeers. So it appears like that Oda is a fan of Alexander Dumas. Or should I say Alexander Dumas' work. Yeah, those 3 Musketeers. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It appears like that, really. It appears like Oda have read the Alexander Dumas masterpiece, The 3 Musketeers, like I said before, yeah, for the second time, yeah. So, I mean, that makes sense why he made these 3 Musketeers in this Zou arc. So, no. Also, we have the final revelation of this some kind of a Duke. I actually forgot his name. I think it was Duke. Yeah, Duke Inuarashi. Yes, Duke Inuarashi, which also, like his nickname said, he's the king of a day, which also is like the some very big, some kind of I should say at least 6 foot or 5 or 7 foot, like old dog like king of a day, which also appears like Wanda said already to Luffy and everybody else that this Duke Inuarashi, this like king of a day, this ancient dog like Ming tribe member, or should I say the leader, one of the leaders of the Ming tribe. It appears like he's the strongest of all in the whole Zou arc, but it appears like when you see it with the injuries and everything, he's damaged really badly. But that's one thing. So, and also, we have a little bit comedy in this chapter, because after all, when Brook was already tried to explain, because after all this story and everything, we didn't have only the ultimate, the full flashback, of the chapter. When Jake and his pirates, when his gang of the members of the Beast Pirates, let's say it like that, attacked Zou, we only had a little bit because Wanda already started to explain what really happened and everything until, till you get to this Duke Inuarashi, this old doggy, king of the day, of the Ming tribe. But I have to say, this overall, in this flashback, we find a lot about not only Jack, but also the Kaido's crew, which, like I said before, they're called Beast Pirates, and it appears like I said before, they're divided in divisions. But for now, we only have gifters and pleasures. Gifted and pleasures. Yeah, that's how they call it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, gifters and pleasures. Like I said before. And also in this chapter, we find out that, like I found out, in this, like I said, in this chapter, like we find out, we found a lot of things, like I said, about Jack. So it makes sense now. When I read this chapter, it makes sense that Jack, when he was trying to free Doflamingo from the 3 main marine battleships, was, of course, there were Fujitora, Sengoku, Tsuru, not counting, Bastila and Maynard, but whatever, you get my point. now I can see why he had so much confidence in himself. Because it appears like how we find in this chapter, Jack is Kaido's right-hand man. And when I talk about right-hand man, which also means like second in command, which also means the strongest. And which also find out that his epithet, which I say his nickname, is revealed to be Jack the Draw. And like Shipshead tried to explain, because whatever he had passes through, decades away as through he went through a draw. In short words, like he was walking into a desert. Like wherever he goes, there is nothing left. He destroys, he kills everything. Like the members of the Beast Pirates said, not even women, children, old guys, young ones, whatever. He has no mercy. Which also in this chapter we find overall that he also he's a mammoth, so it makes sense. But in the way how he strike down those few buildings of the Zoark, country, I mean, wow, he's really he's really strong. I mean, he was only one hit, but you can see in a way, like. He's not here. I'm not here for talking. I'm not here for shitty talking and for chatting. I'm here for Razor. So give it to me, or we burn, or should I say, destroy his country to the ground. That's how Jack rolls. That's how Jack rolls, and he doesn't give a shit. No, because when one of the old people of the Ming tribe, I don't actually remember. I don't actually remember his name or whatever. It appears like he's some kind of an old geezer. Some kind of old monkey. He tried to explain no, we never we monk tribe, we never tell a lie. If you want this Razor guy, just go search whatever you want around across Zou Island and everything. And of course, what Jack does, he just like I said, he destroys those those 3 or 4 billions with his trunk. I'm not here, like I said before, I'm not here for talk. I'm here for action. I want the Razor. If you don't give it to me, I really get pissed off and everything. And of course, one of the two also this chapter I really find overall very funny 2 scenes. One of them is when Shipshead was trying to say hand over Razor and everything, and when Jack was asking, if you remember Jin Rumi, the feline girl, when Sanji was flirting with her and everything, when they were under attack of the Shipshead and his gang. If you remember, if we know what girl I'm talking about, whatever. She's like I said, she said we're here for the samurai from the Wano country, and of course Shipshead had excuse me, Razor is a ninja, not a samurai, you fool. It doesn't matter. Samurai, is a common word for everyone who came from the Wano country. It doesn't. I don't give a shit, if he's a ninja or a samurai. I will say samurai. I don't give a shit. It was really kind of funny. Also, I find it really funny. Who can say about Luffy? Luffy is always the same. He will say whatever he wants. We're trying to say, it appears like this Razor guy, like Kinemon said, he's not on Zoark, damn, I thought like we were gonna meet him and everything, and it's the expression of the face on Brook, Chopper, and, Nami, what did you say? And of course, in that moment when Wanda, goes, huh? And of course, you see, it wasn't, Chopper, it was Usopp, Brook, and Nami. Sorry, my bad. So they were punching so hard. They were punching shut the fuck up, Luffy. Shut the fuck up. When you say ninja, did you mean a mink warrior? And everything it was so punching, shut the fuck up. Brook already mentioned you can mention samurai or ninja or Wano country in the Zou Island because the mink tribe will cross all this trouble just because of this Razor guy. And every single time you try to mention a Wano country member or a samurai or a ninja, they always get angry. They think and like Wanda said, did the Straw members know something that we don't know? And of course they're like, no, it's nothing. No. We were talking about, and of course Brook said, no, we're not talking about the Razor, no. We thought about the injured ones, on the, like I said before, of the Ming tribes and everything. And then where you have, like I said, there's the scene, where they meet this Lord Cillian, one of the 3 Musketeers, which also is the squad captain, all out Lord Sicilian. It appears that Oda is also a really great fan, not only for the 3 Musketeers, but also it appears for the good old Sicilia. I said in Italian way, Sicilia, you know what I mean. Famiglia Paesana. Well, there. Whatever. Sicilia, Palermo. I always wish to visit that island in Italy. I always wanted. Oh, whatever. Move on. So here's like this full power of all out, Lord Sicilian. It appears like he doesn't like everything was sweet, baby, kind, baby talking like sugar, honey, and everything. Like he always wants, everyone is raw because when a few of the three this like Musketeers soldiers, whatever they were, like we're talking something sweet and everything. Like you said, I said, nothing, everything, everything is fine. They were just talking, like honey potting and everything. So I suggest send them to the bottomless pit, which also only is few meters, down below. It's not a bottomless pit, but whatever. Because Lord Sicilian, he had this rule and everything, don't talk sweet shit with me, buddy. I want you to talk raw. I want you to talk nasty. I don't want anything, sugary talking and everything. And because okay, Lord Sicilian, we obey everything you sing, Lord. That's the spirit. Now, all of you for talking like sweet pie and everything, come on, just come along on your own from this bottomless pit to up to the upper level, if you know what I mean. Also, like I said, also before I come to the end of this chapter, I just want to say that also, like I said before, Jack is Kaido's right-hand man, but also he's a member, or should I say, to be one of the three closest henchmen known as the Calamites, which also in the show words means like that those three Beast Pirates, main members of Kaido's crew, I know like that wherever they go, that means danger. They're some kind of trio, there's some kind of a trio who likes to destroy everything. And that's also makes sense why Jack is known as Jack the Draw. So it's kind of, really, cool to see it. Also, when we talk about, like I said, for now, they only know two divisions of his crew. Gifters and Pleasures. So it appears like that Gifters are some kind of type of Kaido's men, who are half animal, half human. Which also, remember, one of them had this huge, I don't know if it was a lobster or... No lobster. I mean, I was some kind of gigantic, like Davy Jones, type, crab hand. I remember that also one of them has like two bull horns, right on his, right on this part of his body and on his set. I mean, I think it was a handle, but I don't know. I also remember one of the main crews doing he had some kind of type mouse ears or something, and it also makes sense that Ship's Head is the leader of this division, and also we have the Pleasures. It also appears like there will be just like normal pirates, with no zone type powers and everything. And of course, Jin Rami is one of the members of the Gifters, which also I won't repeat because like I was trying to explain what Gifters are, or in that, or should I say how they look like. But overall, like I said, so the chapter was overall, was very simple and everything, but also very exciting and everything. A little bit of comedy. Oh yeah, and by the way, yeah, I forgot. When Luffy was asking this Duke Inuarashi, whatever he's called, this old dog, gigantic dog, he said Wanda said he's the strongest of the Ming tribe and everything. And of course, Wanda also said that we could win Jack's crew and everything if they didn't bring the weapon. Which also Chopper said, and Luffy said, what kind of weapon? And of course, Chopper said, they had a chance to win if Jack didn't brought Caesar's poison gas weapon. Underworld brokers, yes, naturally, because if you remember Caesar's clown Pang Hazard arc, Jack was only briefly mentioned there, with all other underworld brokers. So it makes sense that Jack had this poison gas weapon because he already bought it from him. Because if you remember from the transmission across Den and Mushi when all the underworld brokers in Pang Hazard was watching the test of this poison gas weapon and everything. So it makes sense how Jack got it. Also, don't forget to mentioning. Do you remember what in the few chapters 101 or 2 or 3? I don't actually remember but one of the the bull guy used this technique called Electro. Well, it appears also Carrot was the one who used the Electro. I very briefly thought it was some kind of Delafru and everything, but no. it was a technique that was specially created by the Ming tribe, and also this old monkey Giza. He already introduced to the Jack and the others that that every single Ming tribe member, even from his beginnings, when he's just a little baby, they always they already have this electro technique. Which also he also explained that the Ming tribe, there is no weakness here. They're all born like warriors, and of course they retain their strength, to the electro and everything, to the very old age. So it makes sense, how this old monkey like Grandpa, dodged the trunk attack from Jack. So in overall, I forgot I said everything. So in overall, I mean, it was really great, and I really was excited and really happy that finally, in this chapter we got a little bit of the the Kaido's crew, Beast Pirates. And like I said before, Doflamingo had even his team, it appears like his pirates have, these divisions, gifters and pleasures for now. But I believe, I believe also that they have a lot. I believe also, they will have a lot of divisions and a lot of members, which also I really want to know these 3 Calamites. For now, we have Jack. And I really wish to know who the hell are those 3. I really want to know. So it appears like if Jack have this ancient Zoan type Delfruit Mammoth, I also believe that also these other 2 members of these 3 Calamites will have some kind of an ancient Zoan type Delfruit. If X-Drake have a dinosaur, if X-Drake have the Tyrannosaurus Rex, Jack have the Mammoth. So I believe that those 3 Calamites or whatever member of the member of the Beast Pirates, I do believe that they were gonna have some kind of ancient elf, right? But most of them maybe are gonna be like Velociraptor, some kind of Velociraptor, or sea dinosaur, like for example in some sort of way like Nessie, just saying, and everything. So in short points you can guess everything, but mostly you can guess on the top when you talk about ancients of the Delfruits. And most of all, don't forget, if Kaido ever have a Delfruit, he will have the ultimate ultimate super ancient Zoan type Delfruit. Like for example, like Margaret have, the Phoenix. But you get my point. So overall, like I said, the chapter was overall very simple, but very cool. The good humor, a lot more Ming tribe. We have a lot of information about Jack, and of course, about the revelation of the Kaido's crew, the Beast Pirates. We also saw the ship's head again, and of course, I believe that also in the next chapter we're gonna have the last part of the flashback. I do believe that. Also, I do believe that, and also for there was a really big surprise. I know there will be a really big surprise for everyone. Finding out that Caesar's poison gas weapon they used against to destroy the Ming tribe in their country. It appears like Jack had this some kind of ace on his sleeve, and that for him that was this Caesar's poison gas weapon. Which also I really want to know if after mentioning this weapon, I really want to know what the hell happened to Caesar, or I don't believe that Jack took him back, to Kaido. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he went with Sanji, or maybe the Ming tribe imprisoned him. I don't know. But we'll see. Until the next chapter. I will give this chapter a great plus, mostly because the Beast Pirates, a little bit more about Jack and everything, and a lot more about the comedy stuff and everything. But also, I really like the funny stuff, the Lord Cecilia, one of the 3 Mink Musketeers and everything. I mean, it was really good, really good. So, for now, I'm done. Rate the video, comment, subscribe, give me a 40 gigs. I'm personally think about Kaido's crew. What do you think about Jack? What do you think is going to happen next? What do you think was going to happen to Caesar? What do you think is what the hell really happened to Sanji? Because also in this chapter we didn't have any Sanji details or anything. What do you think is going to happen next? Do you really think really funny about Lord Cecilia, the 3 Musketeer stuff and everything? Drop a like, we appreciate that. Peace everyone. Have an awesome rest of the day. See you around, and for now, Laurel Shadow signing off. Until next week's chapter of One Piece. See you around.